Have you ever wondered why cars have become so expensive all of a sudden? What hidden problems are pushing prices higher every day? From global supply issues to chip shortages and the lasting effects of COVID, the truth is more shocking than you think. Don't miss out on the full story behind the rising cost of cars. This could change how you buy your next vehicle forever. Supply right now. One of the biggest reasons cars are so expensive is because of supply problems. Simply put, there aren't enough cars being made to meet the demand. Many factories had to slow down or stop production during the COVID-19 pandemic. This caused a big delay in making new cars. Also, car companies face shortages in important parts, like computer chips. These chips are needed for everything in modern cars, from safety features to entertainment systems. When these parts are missing, car production slows down even more. Because fewer cars are available to buy, sellers raise prices. It's a simple rule of supply and demand. When supply is low and demand is high, prices go up. So, the limited supply of cars right now directly makes car prices more expensive than before. This problem is expected to continue for some time until factories can fully recover and parts become more available. Until then, expect car prices to stay high because of these supply challenges. Demand. Another big reason cars are so expensive now is high demand. After the COVID-19 pandemic, many people wanted to buy cars again. Public transport became less popular because people wanted to avoid crowded places and stay safe. Also, low interest rates and easy loans made it simpler for people to buy cars, increasing demand even more. When more people want to buy cars but there are not enough cars available, prices go up. Plus, with more people working from home or moving to suburbs, the need for personal vehicles grew. This sudden rise in demand puts extra pressure on the limited supply, pushing car prices higher. So, the high demand for cars combined with the low supply is one of the main reasons why cars cost so much today. This trend may continue until the market balances itself out. Chips. One of the biggest hidden reasons cars are so expensive now is the shortage of computer chips. Modern cars depend heavily on these tiny chips for many important functions. These include engine control, safety features like airbags and lane assist, infotainment systems, and even simple things like power windows and locks. Without these chips, cars cannot work properly. During the COVID-19 pandemic, the demand for computer chips surged in other industries like smartphones, laptops, and gaming consoles, as many people stayed home and used these devices more. At the same time, chip factories faced production challenges due to lockdowns and worker shortages. This combination led to a severe chip shortage worldwide. Car manufacturers had planned their production based on chip availability before the pandemic, but when the shortage hit, they could not get enough chips to finish building cars. Some car factories had to pause or slow down production lines because they were waiting for these parts. This caused delays and reduced the total number of cars available in the market. Because the supply of cars dropped while demand remained high, car prices went up significantly. The chip shortage also caused some car companies to produce simpler versions of cars without certain features, but even those models became scarce and expensive. Experts say this chip shortage might continue for months or even years because building new chip factories is expensive and takes a long time. Until chip production increases and supply chains stabilize, car prices will likely stay high due to this problem. In short, the computer chip shortage is a major factor behind why cars cost so much today, affecting production and supply worldwide. The COVID-19 pandemic changed everything in the car industry. When the pandemic started, many factories had to shut down or reduce work to keep people safe. This caused a big slowdown in car production. At the same time, many workers got sick or faced restrictions, making it harder for factories to operate normally. This led to fewer cars being made and delays in delivery. Also, the pandemic caused problems in the supply chain. Getting parts from one place to another became difficult and expensive. All these COVID-related issues created a shortage of cars, which pushed prices higher. Even now, the effects of COVID are still felt, keeping car prices expensive. The rising costs of making cars is a major reason why cars are so expensive now. Many factors have increased the price to build a single car. First, raw materials like steel, aluminum, and plastics have become much more expensive. These materials are essential for making the body and parts of a car. When their prices go up, car makers have to spend more money. Second, labor costs have increased. Factories need skilled workers to build modern cars, and many companies are paying higher wages to keep their workers. This adds to the overall cost of manufacturing cars. Third, new technology in cars like electric engines, advanced safety features, and digital systems costs more to develop and install. These features make cars safer and more efficient, but they also increase the price. Fourth, environmental regulations require car manufacturers to follow strict rules to reduce pollution. Meeting these standards often means using more expensive parts and processes. All these higher costs in materials, labor, technology, and regulations add up. Car makers pass these costs on to buyers, making cars more expensive to purchase today. Until these cost factors stabilize, expect car prices to stay high or even production increase further. Shipping problems are another major reason why cars are so expensive now. After the pandemic began, global trade faced huge disruptions. Many shipping ports became crowded and slow because of safety measures and worker shortages. This caused delays in moving car parts and finished vehicles across the world. Car manufacturers depend on a smooth shipping process to get parts from different countries and assemble cars on time. But when ships get stuck or delayed at ports, factories don't get the parts they need quickly. This slows down car production, reducing the number of cars available to buy. Also, the cost of shipping goods has gone up dramatically. Container prices and fuel costs have increased, and these extra expenses are passed on to customers. Higher shipping costs mean higher overall prices for cars. Another problem is the shortage of truck drivers in many countries. Even when parts arrive at ports, moving them inland to factories or dealerships takes longer and costs more, adding to the delay and price increase. All these shipping challenges combine to limit how many cars can be made and delivered. Because fewer cars reach customers on time, car prices rise. Until global shipping and logistics improve, car prices are likely to stay high due to these ongoing supply chain issues. Looking ahead, the future of car prices looks challenging, and here's why. Car makers are facing new demands to make vehicles cleaner and smarter. Governments worldwide want more electric cars and stricter rules on pollution. Making these new, advanced cars costs more money. This will likely increase car prices in the coming years. At the same time, technology in cars is improving fast. Features like self-driving systems, advanced safety tools, and better infotainment require expensive parts and research. These innovations add to the cost of cars. Supply chain issues like chip shortages and rising material costs might not end soon. Shipping costs also remain high because of global economic problems and fuel price increases. All these factors mean that cars will probably stay expensive or even become more costly in the near future. If you plan to buy a car soon, be ready to pay more than you might expect today. However, as electric cars become more common and technology improves, prices may balance out eventually. But for now, the future looks like higher prices and more advanced vehicles. Thanks for watching. If you want to stay updated on why cars keep getting more expensive and how it affects you, hit that subscribe button now. What do you think will be the biggest factor driving car prices in the future? Share your thoughts in the comments! Don't miss our next video. The stupidest cars of the 1950s you never seen before, coming soon!